Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? Happy Friday. Joe here, 690ADV, 690ADV.com. Rant and Ride. You know what? Some very cool, interesting stuff came out this week. If you haven't heard of it, yeah, there's a new bike coming out. And I'll tell you what, Yamaha, you might have some competition, especially that XT250. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that new Kawasaki that's coming out, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant and Ride.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. Hey, all you KTM guys, come on, I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on you. I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand. So why don't we have a 450? As a competitor to a lot of bodies. But here's my thinking.
Hey, what is up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everybody's having a great day. Yeah, Rant Friday. A little hot here, Dallas-Fort Worth, but you know what? Not too bad, man. We get to ride, and riding makes it all right. Anyway, don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, be part of it. We sure do appreciate you. And thank you to everybody. Don't forget to leave some comments on whether you either agree or disagree with anything that I talk about. I sure do appreciate it. Anyway, Kawasaki 2020 edition KLX230. They just announced that. I tell you what, very interesting bike. And as I like to say, I'm listening. That KLX, they are talking that bike is going to be released somewhere at the latter part of 2019, which is very cool. So they're going to get it out a little bit early. But I like what they've done. I like what they have done. Are you a Kawasaki fan? I've owned a KLR. I've got buddies that have KLX 250s. And but this 230, man, I tell you what, I think I think they did a great job. I really do. I think they did a great job. If you know anything about it, down below, tell me what you know. And I sure do appreciate it. It's basically a 233cc motorcycle. It's going to be under 300 pounds. Under 300 pounds. Which is going to be nice because the bike's going to be light. It's going to be able to get out. It's going to be able to go and do some fun stuff. Not only that, Kawasaki has really kind of going after that Yamaha market. Yeah, XT250. I've done a video on it. XT250, that little dual sport that can. Great bike. This right here, you got some competition coming up. I'll tell you that. Make no mistake about it. You got some competition. That bike, with it being under 300 pounds, it's gonna be that bike that's really gonna be that new rider. Not only new rider, it's gonna be good for experienced riders and intermediate riders. And when we get to the price here in a minute, I tell you what, they nailed it. They flat nailed it. They've got a whole brand new all-purpose steel frame, which is nice because with it being 233 cc's, it's really going to be a competition for the 250s. And not only that, it's going to be under 300 pounds. That's nice because my CRF is 328 pounds. So it being under, they haven't announced what the actual weight's going to be, but that's okay. They say it will be under 300 pounds. That is a big deal if you want to get off-road. It's a fuel-injected 6-speed motorcycle. Come on, man, for a 230? That's pretty darn cool, man. Fuel-injected, so you get the best of both worlds. You'll get that 6th gear for getting on the road. That's really going to be nice. Now, are you going to want to do some super traveling on this bike? Man, I doubt it, but you know what? You can get out and do it if you want to. You can. It's set up for it. The seat height, 34 inches. That's not bad because if you look at the pictures, and you'll see them on screen, it's a dirt bike, man. It's a dirt bike. and it looks cool, man. It's got that classic Cowie green. It's that lime. It's sexy. I like it. It's very cool. It's just, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks cool. And it's street legal. So for all you new riders that want to get into dual sport, this right here is probably the ticket and the cheapest ticket for a new bike. The KLX230, I'm telling you, the 2020 edition, you definitely want to give it a look. It's got a headlamp that's got 55 watt on the low, 60 watt on the high. It's an oversized headlamp. It's gonna look good, man. It's gonna have good visual with that beam. So, which most of your enduro bikes, like this KTM, is awful. Whenever, you know, I had to upgrade everything on the headlamp. It's awful. It's one of those things that should have never, ever, ever been invented. It's air cooled. How cool is that? It's air cooled, so you don't have to worry about, you know, checking your, you know, your fluids and stuff like that. You know, as long as you're not too crazy, you're not going to overheat the bike. It's really, really kind of nice. LCD display for like your readouts and all that stuff, your speedo, all that. Very, very cool. Disc brakes on this bike. Disc brakes, front and rear. You can see with the photos. That's nice. Disc brakes, usually on a bike like that, they usually have drum brakes. And to put disc brakes on there, that's really nice. And it's going to really help with the stopping power of that bike. And also, not only that, it means that Kawasaki's listening and they actually care. 21-inch, 18-inch tires, so they've got that tire setup that's really perfect for off-road. It's going to have good clearance on it, especially with that tire setup. It's made really for off-road. So if you want to do the off-road stuff, but yet still do the street, get the right tire setup, man, you can have a blast on that bike. Now, here's the part that I'm listening, and hopefully you're listening. That bike comes in two models. They've got the street version, and they have the dirt version. But the street version comes in two flavors. ABS and non-ABS. So if you just want to get into dual sport and you're not 100%, but you want a new bike that's carrying a warranty, you can get a non-ABS model, $4,300. $4,300. Are you kidding me? Brand new, out of the box, built warranty. Come on, man. You got to be listening to that, because I'm telling you, bang for buck, that is going to be hard to beat. They are trying to get into that market and get the new riders. And with that right there, I think they nailed it. What do you think? I think they nailed it. You want ABS? Guess what? KTM. $4,800 with an ABS system. $4,800. Come on, man. That's a deal. Almost anybody can get into dual sport for that. So between $4,800 and $4,300, you want to get into dual sport, Kawasaki, you better start listening, because I tell you what, they have listened to the public and they have built a perfect bike, I think, and I think you're going to be surprised on how that bike is. I'm not knocking the XT250. I'm not knocking the TW200. What I am saying is this new 2020 KLX230, they're going to be a game player, and they are going to be in the market. What do you think? If you're a new rider, think about it. Look into them. If you want a new bike, that may be your ticket to getting into dual sport that carries a warranty. I'm Joe. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with me and being part of the 690 ADV. Don't forget, go sign up. Be part of it at the 690adv.com. Get your free decals. We're still working on getting them shipped out. Things have been a little nutty lately with all the raining and flooding here in Texas. And I also have a day job. But I tell you what, I do appreciate you, and I thank you, everybody that is part of the 690. You guys go out, find your adventure, have a great day. We love you at 690. 690 out.